But how can, in any normal society, somebody opens his mouth to say that something is his turn? That's so we see him now. Ulasi. That's so we see him now. It's like he was already preparing for that time to come. And it was like, Emilio, it is his turn. And did not enter by hook, by crook, by 411, by rigging. It eventually became his turn for real. What did we do? Nothing. It is well. A chieftain of the People's Democratic Party, Chief Dan Ulasi, has criticized the issue of zoning in Nigerian politics, saying it has encouraged the emergence of incompetent leaders rather than competent individuals who can truly serve the people. Speaking during an interview on Arise News, Ulasi argued that zoning, which was originally intended to ensure fairness among regions in the country, has gradually been misused by politicians who now see political office as their personal entitlement. According to him, many Nigerians have lost confidence in both educated and uneducated politicians because several highly educated leaders have also been involved in corruption and abuse of people's trust. In his words, he said, "Unfortunately, very unfortunately, you would have been expecting that every zone will provide very competent people to represent the interests of their people, but now you see that most of the people involved in stealing public funds are highly educated people, including PhD holders. Society spends money to train them through scholarships and opportunities, yet when they come back, the first thing they do are acquire expensive cars and build luxury houses." Ulasi further said that the idea of our turn has now replaced merit and competence in Nigerian politics. He referenced President Tinubu's famous "It's my turn" statement during the 2023 presidential campaign, arguing that such remarks should not have a place in a democratic society. Well, he said it, but what did he do? Nothing. Did it not eventually become his turn? It eventually became his turn. Remember when the president says it is his turn as if it is his father's compound, and we were all looking. Yes, we were all looking. Until he grabbed the nomination and is president of Nigeria today. How can in any normal society somebody opens his mouth to say that something is his turn? In a democratic process, it is your turn only if you win. You don't have a zoning process, a conditionally laid down zoning process in this country. What do we have exactly? Nothing now. Jeremiah says, "Baba, you are talking out of context." How is he talking out of context? Ashwadi said that in the context of his group. Now the same thing. He was saying that it was his own turn. Like it was him, that it is his turn. No, not like in the context of his group. Which group? I beg. Anthony Ilobilam says, and truly, it was his turn exactly. He said it because it is his turn and he is there now, and he will get the second term. I don't understand. It is his turn. As how? Now rotation. Is it the one that they are doing kinship and they already know, this is the next family in line or whatever? Which one is it? Is his turn? People are sick, you are very sick. Joel Faboro says, "The wise knows the right time to strike the foes are busy running up and down, no strategy. People can't even organize a strong opposition for his government. If people were to be in government, the worst would have happened." It's a lie. Faboro, it is a lie. Edo says, "Is anything wrong there? The man has the faith and he got it." If he got it, he rigged his way in. Let me shock you. Do you remember this man who won election in Kogi State? That same moment, the man which brought Bello into the governor of Kogi State. President says that's why it is good to be wishing oneself better things always. Politics apart from the man wished himself the throne and God honored it. God honored it. People are joking. Let's thank God for him. Now so, by God's grace, it is my turn to be greater than my contemporaries. What about you? I beg, go and sit down. Jamil says, "You are very correct, Mr. Ulasi. Zoning of presidency is very, very undemocratic and it gave room for complacency and ushering of incompetent president as seen in the borrower-in-chief. Nari borrower-in-chief, Mr. Afero Emilokon. It is high time that the politicians will do away with it. People must be allowed to choose their presidential candidate, irrespective of his regional, tribal, and religious divide. If the US and UK as the mother and fathers of of democracy haven't doing it, then I can see no reason why Nigeria would do it. Afundara says it's because it is hard for him to pretend like others. Okay? Ikeora says, you people I go clear, so Mr. Tinubu don't need your vote to win what is just two people, INEC chairman and the Minister of Justice. You will be surprised he will be declared winner of 2027 election. All the money shared shall be recovered first before any project. Are they even willing to do any project? It's not like they want to do any project to even start with. Akarolo says, when elders fail to speak up at the right time in unreasonable circumstances, they shall be afflicted by their inactions. People didn't force himself on Nigerians. He only expressed an opinion and the political class queued up. No, he actually forced himself on us. Leave that talk that he didn't force himself. He forced himself on Nigerians. Stanley says, I believe when the reign of the second regime will fall, I believe those of you saying nonsense will also be soaked by the rain. Ademola says, deadbeat. In Yoruba land, it is a belief that you will use your own mouth to call for what you want. If you were in his shoes, you can close your mouth. A closed mouth is a closed destiny. Be deceiving yourself there. A closed mouth is a closed destiny. Open yourself, if you say country, I for dialect, okay? America Christopher says, this is to show you that some men know their rights, while some don't know. Hotel Saul says, oh dear man, wait for your own turn. Dele says it was because Nigeria foolishly cajoled and accepted due to the society of hunger and corruption which we find ourselves. Now look at how the man and his family are brutalizing the economy with debt wriggling of $155 trillion. Yet senseless Nigerians are helping him to plan and cunningly win 2027 elections. We should stand against bad governance now. Nigeria belongs to all of us and not a particular family or individual nonsense. Atazi says, Jagaban for you pass their old, current and next generation to the core. You lie. Okay, Jumai Saraki says, he said this is his turn and is now the president. He will not even say that again and will run. Okay now, voila. Ashadu says, you actually made a valid point. It is unfortunate. You put the worst of us forward and the primary also didn't help. The frame of the policies didn't help either. In order to do proper zoning, the primary should be done by those in those zones alone. Those from other zones might vote in the general election. Okay. Someone that has not done anything in his zone can easily bribe people from other zones to vote for him. This will be eliminated. Okay. Now listen, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Thank you for listening. See you some other time. Bye.